Michelle with Michelle on a Mission. And today I was inspired when I was at church. Now, you may or may not go to church, but I've already spoken to you about the fact that sometimes, an issue or a good deed will just sort of make itself known in front of you. It'll just appear. And today I was walking out of church and something caught my eye, and it was just this little pamphlet that was talking about suicide prevention. And so I started thinking, I am no expert on suicide or suicide prevention by any stretch of the imagination. But I feel like it's been in the headlines for a while now. We've had some very high profile people who seem to have everything going for them. People like Kate Spade or Anthony Bourdain, or Robin Williams wasn't that long ago. These people who seem to have some sort of creative genius and have everything that they could possibly want or desire, and yet, something happened that made them want to end everything. And I started thinking that maybe as a good deed, there's something that we can do for people who might be looking for help but too ashamed or nervous to ask for it. And so I was reading up a little bit about, what are the kinds of things that you can do to help people. And, they're all common sense things, but they're all things that we don't really want to do because it makes us feel uncomfortable, or we're afraid that we're going to make someone else feel uncomfortable. And imagine if, in some of these cases, someone did reach out and say, listen, I'm noticing this behavior. It scares me. I'm nervous for you. Is there anything that you would like to talk to me about? And if it's possible for us to reach out to those around us who seem to be sad more often than normal, their behavior has just taken a completely different turn, they're withdrawn, could be you need to talk to your kids about this, students in school. There are younger and younger people committing suicide. And so I think it just needs to be talked about. And I think that people need to take notice and try to reach out to others as often as they possibly can. And you will have resistance. You will have people who will say that they don't want to talk or there's nothing wrong. But imagine if even one of us can change someone's life enough, help them to get help, find the resources that could help them. You could end up actually saving a life. And that affects so many people around them, because not only the person who commits suicide is affected, it's their entire family, all of their friends, who will forever wonder if there was something that they could have done. So be the one that goes ahead and reaches out and says, is there anything that you need? Or just bring somebody out of the darkness and try to be a light. And where we can make a difference, let's try to do that. And I'm going to post below some of the different organizations that you can reach out to. And if you yourself are feeling like, there's not much left to live for, I assure you, you're wrong. And I'm going to post some links so that if you need help, you can call somebody and get help. But anybody, free invitation, who wants to reach out to me, if you're feeling sad and desperate, I invite you to do it. So just quickly, I wanted to let you know something that is going to be my good deed regarding this topic of suicide and suicide prevention. And you may have something similar in your area, and you can go ahead and click on the links that I will post below regarding events in your area. But there is a walk called Out of the Darkness, and it is to raise money for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. And that's just a very little something that you can do go ahead and get your tennis shoes on, and I will let you know if it's something where you need to actually get some sponsors, or if you can just pay to go ahead and do the walk. But that's what I'm going to do, and that will be my good deed, and hopefully you can find something similar in your area. Have a great day, and I appreciate you so much. Thanks.